In the previous module, we had looked for the dissociation exponent for phenol using these two fields. And when we downloaded our data, we downloaded all of the data, okay? This time what we're going to do is two things. We're going to first limit our data to just phenol, and we're going to export, but this time, and we're going to export as an Microsoft Excel file, but we're going to restrict it to the hit data only. Okay, and this is going to take a minute to process, but it's much quicker than the last time. Okay, and if I open it up now, what I get is I don't get this huge file with 2,058 different entries. I get a much smaller file with only 125 entries. And if I look over, here's my INCHI key. And then immediately, the only data I get is the data associated with this field. In other words, if I go back over here, and I go to Query Builder, and I look, I have this field, and I get these columns of data. So I could refine this further, okay? I could come in here, and I don't know what solvents were used for the phenol, but I could come over here to the solvent one, and I can see that ethanol was used, dimethyl sulfoxide was used. So why don't we grab all the data done with dimethyl sulfoxide, okay? Now I'm going to close this, but notice that for all of the solvents, there was 125. And now if I come over here, in the solvent, what I can do is I could put this in, but I could also start typing it, go over to the lookup icon, put this in here, and it's showing me that that there are 704 with dimethyl sulfoxide is 2 words, 2,700 with it as 1 word, and then we have one with a D6 is 116. Now these are not all with phenol, okay, but these are the records that have been indexed with this. So now if I go back, I want to cancel that and transfer this to my query. Now what I'm doing is I'm searching for the structure phenol and the dissociation constant and these text terms, okay? Notice that this is a text field, is, okay? And now I do a search, and this time we only have 2 substances instead of 4. And if I click onto the phenol, limit it to that, now I go over to my export. I want, once again, I'm going to choose an Excel, and I want the hit data only. And now I do an export, and hopefully this won't take long because it should be even shorter. And now I can open up this file, click yes, and notice that we're now down to 18. So there are 18 sources of dissociation constants of phenol with the solvent dimethyl sulfoxide. Okay? Hope that gives you a feel for how this works.